All right, so first story we were going to talk about was me giving you some great advice as a kid.
Yeah, it's always weird. Like, I can imagine me having like the talk with my kid, and you gave me a good example of how not to do it.
I thought it was, man, it was fucking practical. I at least like I gave it to you straight, man.
I know, you gave it to me too straight. Like, there should have been like a level of mysticism behind it instead of you just being like rubbing fucking mustard into a pork shoulder, just being like, well, you won't make a girl squirt. Here's what you do. Just like fucking Fifth of Glen Belvedere or whatever the hell, just drinking scotch all night.
Yeah, I mean, that was regretful. And, but you got to think, like, this is where I'm coming from with it. You didn't know this, but like, my fucking parents, like, they literally went to the fucking library and got a film and rented a movie projector. And so we came home from
like Sinister?
Yeah. We came home from school and there was just like the most uncomfortable movie waiting for us about like, it seems like you're feeling a little different down there.
Is this Jaws? No, it's thighs. Sit down.
Looks like you might have had a sprout or two growing in your pubic region. Let's talk about that, Johnny. And
it has like halfway through, it has like the, let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. A condom dancing, just like fucking one of those silicone play butts.
Yeah. And so that was fucking that's my level of experience. And I was like, whatever my kids ask me, I'm going to tell it to them straight. And I always prefaced it with, okay, you're going to think this is gross as fuck right now, but a couple years from now, you're really going to be into it.
Yeah. And that's when you taught me of the wonders of fisting.
No, come on.
Come on. That was when you got your driver's license.
We waited until you were in junior high for that.
No, I definitely, because that, it was a very, I remember you telling me about that. Like, I remember you telling me like how to do sex stuff. And it was definitely like something like, good, I have this. Maybe I can use it in the future.
Hey man, you know what? If I had to learn the hard way, right? You asked me like, well, how do you know if you're going to like want to commit to going down on a girl? And I'm like, it's you do the dipstick. You get your.
It's so gross.
It's gross. I told you it was going to be gross, but
I know.
Tell me you weren't into it.
What? I mean, I've had to dipstick my way out of a few jams.
You had to dipstick once or twice.
Yeah.
And you use dipstick and then you kiss her neck, sniff your finger. Doesn't smell good. You're like, I'm not going to go down there and abort. That's just embarrassing for both of us.
Sometimes you just gotta, lick a battery, playboy.
Sometimes you gotta literally bite the bullet.
Yeah, you're just sitting there just like, I didn't like sushi at one time, but now I do. So maybe this will have some sort of transfer.
Exactly. The first time I tried beer, I didn't really like it either.
I guess this pussy's an IPA.
It should not be an IPA ever.
Yeah. Is this just going down there just like...
Oh, God.
Is this a double IPA, miss?
What is this, a double bock? What do you got going on here?
Is this casket aged? Is this a sour?
It's a sour. Oh, my God.
Is this a sour? I feel like I gotta spin the bottom of the glass so that the fermentation doesn't build up.
Oh, boy. We're headed off to a really great start.
I know. It seems to be. I love it how it starts with, we're just going to tell stories from me growing up. But then it quickly devolves into us being just very gross, which is pretty much the sentiment of every conversation that we have.
It is gross, but it's funny too. I don't know, man. I don't know. I
feel like this is going to be an animated version of my mom being like, Brad and Tristan, stop it. Stop it. We are at dinner.
We should have her sticking her head in from the side, doing just that. Be like, you boys, just stop it. That's gross.
You boys are gross. That is gross.
I can't believe you told him about the dipstick thing.
Yeah. I can't believe you told him. How, did you tell him that I was a dipstick champ? Is that what you said?
I know.
Finger went out cleaner than it went down.
Hey, man, I think I might have just gone for it at that point. Yeah. No dipstick necessary. That's how you know she's a keeper.
That's gross. That's my mother.
Oh, boy. No, that's not.
I'm not going to talk about your mom, and trust me, I could go on and on. That lady?
You didn't see her at her best.
Yeah, casket-aged woman.